Okay, we're going to change a battery on a Farmo electric fence sensor here. And right, the first thing when we do this is opening it up, and I've taken a couple of screws out, but you do not want to not strip the thread. You do not want to damage the top of the screw when you're trying to undo it, right? So what can happen, because there's a rubber seal, right? The rubber seal, if it expands a bit, it can actually put a lot of pressure on the screws, and the screws can be super tight. So you've got to be really certain when you're undoing it that the screwdriver is firmly in the screw head before you undo it. And a tip is, if you actually squeeze the enclosure a little bit, you can release some pressure off the screw, and the screw comes out pretty easily if you follow that tip. I use one of these. It's a lifesaver if you have to do this a lot, and all you have to do is put the setting on reverse, press it in. So good. Right, so take the lid off, okay, carefully, because there's a wire that connects the lid to the base of the enclosure. This is your battery that you're going to replace, and this is the new battery. So first thing you want to do, get a texter and put an X on the battery you're taking out, the flat battery, because sure enough, if you're like me, you'll get the two confused once you've got them out. So put an X on the flat battery. That means you can't stuff things up. Now, what you've got to do is, first of all, remove the little connector. Okay, so now the battery is free of the PCB. Then you don't need to cut this cable tie. You can actually slide the battery out. Now you'll see these two slots. It might catch on the end of that slot, so you just tilt it up above that, and you can slide this battery out. Right? You take the, notice the position top left of the connector. So repeat the same operation in reverse. Now those two slots, you let the battery sort of fall into this left-hand battery fall into this left-hand slot. Right? Carefully position the cable tie over, and then just push it back down. Then all you've got to do is take the connector. The connector can only go one way. Make sure you're going the right way. Put it back in. As soon as you put it back in, you'll see the blue LED come on. Okay, that is the new battery is in place. And then just be careful of this loom, I think they call it, the wire. When you shut it, it doesn't get caught up in anything. And make sure you got the lid going on back on the right way. Okay, and now you are right to carefully put in all the screws. There you go. That's a new battery.